Hey guys, what's up? This is Scher talking and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we'll be talking about the second part of the White Wings event. Sorry for doing this late, but like I said on the past video, there was a visit here on my house. It's a long-time friend. He was traveling the world and he got back now. So we had a lot of talking. Recording video was not a good thing with his presence here. So, well, White Wings event, I thought that we had some new events with story, but no, they didn't have story. We got four new stages that are farmable stages, easy, medium, hard, and very hard, and there is the last stage called Homunculus, and it is a challenge stage. I still don't know what the rewards are because I was not that much in touch with the community these days, but well, there are things to defeat these bosses. When you look at this, you see that it's very high recommended might, but there's a thing that we can do to reduce the power of this boss, and it's by using orbs. This event has some special orbs that will increase your chance to defeat this boss because it will debuff him. Well, the orbs starting on the first part of the event. They are this orb of chin. No, this one is different. This one is a special orb, but it doesn't have any effect on the boss. This Stevenness and replicativity, these two here have effect on the boss. It says here, submit weakens on a certain enemy on White Wings, so they reduce the power of this special boss. Maybe it also reduces the power of other bosses, but I don't know because I didn't need it. So then we have two more orbs that are on the second part. They are the Somber Dusk and Unwielded Protection. These orbs are good by themselves because they increase 80 points on each run, and then you can get your passive skill to level 4 with just this. Just like the passive event of the Creation Valkyrie, we also got some of these orbs and they were very good to be used, even if they didn't bring any passive skill. But they are just so strong, they are just like considered like 7-star orbs. And well, just get this if you want to defeat that boss. Then we have to talk about other stuff. On the stages here, the best one to farm is very hard if you don't have any of the weapons. And still good if you have Eventide Valkyrie in one weapon or two, because Eventide Valkyrie needs all the experience she wants if you want to get her to the max as soon as possible. And she's just so strong that getting to soul sublimation is very important and will heavily impact her performance, because getting a character with 2.7k attack to soul sublimation will mean you get at least 25% increase on attack. It will almost get her to 3.5k attack with soul sublimation. It's just so much increase that it's very worth. She's one of the best characters and easiest characters to reach the max and the cap status that we have. It's 15,000 attack. Then to break this point we have to use loading coins. I still don't think we need to break that 15,000 attack. There's no need for this right now. No need to use loading coins to break the limits, unless you have a lot of legendary evolution weapons and you want to break that. But still, she wants that experience, and running lower stages won't give her much experience. These 4 stages get more drops if you equip the solo ethics weapon or use Arbiter Hearst. But Arbiter Hearst only gives 10 of the drops. It's called Vial, and then each solo ethics will give you 25 more drops. But like I said, still better to give experience to your Eventide Valkyrie. You focus more on getting her maxed as soon as possible, and then you can just equip the solo ethics on her and give on other characters as well, and farm the last stage. If you get too many copies of this solo ethics, you can just opt to farm the easy stages to get a lot, but I don't really recommend it, okay? So I cleared all the stages and I post here on the description so you can check if you're having some difficulty. I don't think this is very hard because, well, using friends with Arthur Hearst or Eventide Valkyrie easily breaks these bosses because they are just so strong and they have more damage on this event, especially Eventide Valkyrie. So farming here should not be that hard. Bring your squad with healing and tank and support if you are relying on a friend to bring damage. So this is the stage, and then we have to talk about the exchange booth. The exchange booth is different now because it's based on the vial drop, and the vial is here. Let me just check other things. And starts here. This time we get gold bangle. It's very important. The first thing is exotic branch. You should get this. You should get this gold bangle. And then we get to the scrolls. Guys, the scrolls are most of the thing that is messing up with the game, because they are just so costly and they don't bring that much more power. And farming every time this items will just make you tired. Maybe you give you a burnout. Think about this, you don't really need these scrolls most of the time. The gold scrolls still not use it so far in the game. We have to get some type of item in the future that do use gold scroll. We only use silver scroll and bronze scroll so far, and I still haven't used it. I'm still waiting for the time I have to decide where I have to do and make a guide with a lot of items so I can explain better. So this is why I didn't make a guide yet, because I really want a lot of it to get to the point where I can show how is the best way to do it. And it's still not needed. So skipping this is an option, and you should skip this if it's giving a burnout for the farming. And then we have this 2 orbs, like I said, get them even if you don't plan to defeat the boss. And then we get to Awakening Garnet. If you still don't have one single legendary evolution weapon, getting more than 5 Awakening Garnets is just a waste, because you won't be using them. Unless you plan to wail and get a lot of summoning to get more divine fragments, you can skip this. Awakening Evernote is always useful. And then we have the Nameless Hero Memory 5. Okay, now Mark 3 are also some of the things that made us make us farming too much things extensively, but you have to think better now. Attack up is still very nice to have because we don't have too much status from party assist. Most of the people don't have, so don't really get everything, because defense up is good for great swords. I really think that mag defense up is the thing that you need to give your great swords, unless you're using on a character that only needs nuke. And then the other ones are not that useful. You only need like 3 mag up 3, because using more than one mage on a squad is not always recommended. So don't get everything, just focus on one thing at a time. And then Mark 2 should be skipped most of the time, because they give less status, and you don't get that many weapons to just increase that many at the same time. Each new event only brings 1 or 2 weapons. Getting 4 of each of the marks are just not needed. And then you skipping the Mark 2, you can just focus on getting this FS Incensing. This is needed for upgrade, and choose the one that you want to raise now. This is important, more important than the marks itself, because you can still get marks from events sometimes, but you don't get this. This is only from shop. And lastly, we have the skill up. This is very important to get. You can't skip this. The skill up glass or and shard number 3 are very important. Don't skip them. And you can skip the version 2 of it, because we are not needing to get more of it. The 2 is not important anymore. Okay, so this is from the shop. We don't have any more to talk about here. We already talked about Inventory Hackery, had a review here, and this is it, guys. I think there's nothing more to tell here. If you still have some doubts or you want some help, you can do this by just asking me with a comment, and I'll just reply you as soon as possible. Well, I already got to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Like I said, I didn't have time to make a celebration video. I will be doing, but only when I finish the Valhalla Assault event. I hope it's still today. But thanks for watching this video. Very thankful for the community to be helping me the way they can. And please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other on the next video. Bye!